Hi folks, have a lovely day. I'm Simon of Mirora Translations. It's obviously the age of information. It doesn't matter whether you are the chief executive officer of a multinational company, the chef of a 3 Michelin star, the owner of a small business, or the father or mother of a teenage boy dreaming nothing but the latest, the smartest smartphone, a triple burger with too much ingredient to bite without creating a mess, and a fast car to chase not only girls, but anything that moves. We all want the same thing. We want to know more. Because we know we can only be more if we know more. And that's exactly why we're so curious about market researches. And man, we do them about almost anything. A recent market research says the seventh child of a couple with a history of hysteria in their 4th generation is more inclined to be a victim of a Ponzi scheme. What, you think I'm exaggerating? Well, maybe I am a little, but here are a couple of actual market researches and some fun facts for you. Number 1, banging your head against the wall burns you 150 calories an hour. But I must warn you, my stupid son tried it for an hour, but he lost 149 calories only, in addition to some head skin and his dignity. Number 2, during your lifetime, you can produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. Man, 3 dogs can easily fill the Atlantic Ocean then. And the last one, if you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can't hop. Then don't. Leave the poor kangaroo alone. These are pretty stupid, huh? Yet, there are some market researches that are quite interesting. One of them says 92% of those between the age of 14 and 40 do not visit your shop, store, or whatever business place you have without checking your website first. This is not very surprising for any of us, is it? However, the one I'm going to talk about will definitely surprise you and change your attitude to translation. This was done by Common Sense Advisory, which is an independent market research company, very well known and widely acclaimed by our industry peers. And here's what it says. 73% of people prefer having online product information in their own language. 55% of the respondents buy only on websites where they can surf in their native tongue. When they have limited English skills, which is unfortunately the case for millions of people living in the US, this rate goes up to a record high of 80%. Now the next one is very interesting and I want you to listen to it very carefully. 56%, which is more than half of the respondents, spend more time on websites presented in their native tongue or boycott websites in English only altogether. Remember, there are 8.5 million people living in the state of Texas and speaking English as a second language. This means there are almost 5 million people out there who will possibly boycott your website if it's in English only. See, folks, as I always say, translating your websites, your product information sheets, your brochures into some major languages spoken in the US like Spanish, Arabic, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Japanese is not an expenditure. It's an investment. An investment that should return to you faster than any investment tool you're into. So what are you waiting? Pick up the phone, call your translation provider, and start investing for Christ's sake. And don't forget, if you want your documents to speak Spanish, Chinese, Arabic, Turkish, or all, give Simon a call.